Good morning, students. Myself, Rajiv Verma, is going to continue chapter number 4 of the physics of class 12th. In this lecture, I am taking this topic, and the topic is force on a moving charge in a magnetic field. What it means? It means while a charge is entering in a magnetic field, then it will experience a force, and we wish to calculate the magnitude of that force. So from experimental studies, this magnitude of the force depends upon the following parameters like magnitude of the magnetic field, directly proportional to the magnitude of the magnetic field. Force on the charge is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge, and also the force on the charge is directly proportional to the vertical component of the velocity vector. With the help of these parameters, we can find the magnitude of the force experienced by the charge. For this, consider this is z direction. This is the direction of the magnetic field, and y-axis. This is suppose x-axis. These three are perpendicular to each other. Okay, and suppose a charge is moving with velocity v or entering with velocity v by making an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. यानी इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड से थीटा एंगल बनाते हुए चार्ज पार्टिकल v वेलोसिटी से एंटर करता है. Then this will be the vertical component of the velocity, which is equal to v sin theta. Here, as we have considered that this is a charge which is entering in xy plane, which is perpendicular to the z direction, and here the direction of the force experienced by the charge particle. अगर मैं इसे एक 3D लुक देना चाहता हूँ तो it may be like this. It may be like this. Now listen. We have considered a three-dimensional system in which this is xy plane plus q with a charge which is entering with velocity v in xy plane, and by making an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field v. Then from experimental study it is clear, it is observed that magnitude of the force is directly proportional to the magnitude of the magnetic field b. Second is this force is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge which is entering in the field. And third one is the vertical component of the velocity. It means v sin theta. Yani these are the factors on which this force experienced by this charge due to the magnetic field depends why it enters in the magnetic field with velocity v. Now, by combining these parameters, we got f is equal to b q v sin theta. Okay, now we have to remove this side of the proportionality. Then we got f is equal to k, and this is q v b. कैसे भी इसको लिख सकते हैं, b q v b बोलने में इजी होता है, तो k q v b sin theta. ये आ गया formula of the force. Okay, in this one experimentally study says that k is 1, proportionality constant is unity, then this formula may be written as f is equal to q v b sin theta. Okay, force is a vector quantity. In vector form we can also define it as f vector is equal to q, which is scalar, and v cross b because v और b के बीच एंगल कितना है, साइन ऑफ द एंगल बिटवीन देम. तो साइन अगर है तो क्या होगा, देयर मस्ट बी a cross product between them, and f is equal to qb cross b with the final result. Okay, now taking some special cases, as we got this relation we got F is equal to Q V B and sine theta. Okay, now case number one is, while we consider that velocity of the charge is 0, means we are bringing a charge in the field, means it is stationary. If it is stationary, then obviously you got F is equal to 0, means no force will act on the charge particle in the magnetic field while it is stationary. Now in the case number two is, if we consider that the angle by which the charge particle is entering in the magnetic field is of 0 degrees, or it may be of 180 degrees. As we know, the value of the sine 0 and 180 is equal to 0, then the charge particle will not experience any force. मतलब while the charge particle is entering parallel or anti-parallel to the magnetic field along the field, then it will not experience any force due to the magnetic field. Now coming to the case number 3. Case number 3 says that if the particle is entering by making an angle of 90 degree, means perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field, then what will happen? We know the sine 90 is 1. It is the maximum value of the sine. By substituting this value in this expression, we got F is equal to Q VB, which is the maximum value of the force experienced by the charge particle. Okay, now coming to the next point. Next point is कि what is the direction of the force in this case? Direction of the force. So direction of the force can be calculated by Fleming's left hand rule. By Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? If we stretch our three fingers in such a way that all are mutually perpendicular to each other, then our forefinger gives the direction of the magnetic field, middle finger gives the direction of the motion of the charge particle, then thumb indicates the direction of the force. यानी यहाँ पर चार्ज पार्टिकल पर लगने वाला फोर्स का डायरेक्शन फाइंड करने के लिए हम कौन सा रूल यूज करेंगे? Fleming's left hand rule. Now I am applying this rule in this diagram. This is the direction of the magnetic field B. This is the direction of the velocity, and this thumb is indicating the direction of the force. यानी चार्ज पार्टिकल पर का जो पर लगने वाली फोर्स का जो मैग्नीट्यूड है, इट इज क्यू वी बी साइन थीटा, और इसकी जो डायरेक्शन है वो फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड रूल. Along with the Fleming's left hand rule, there is again a rule which is known as right hand palm rule. Right hand palm rule. If we unfold our palm of right hand in such a way that tips of the fingers gives the direction of the magnetic field, tips gives the direction of the magnetic field, thumb gives the direction of the current, then perpendicular on the palm, perpendicular on this plane, perpendicular on the palm gives the direction of force. यहाँ पर अप्लाई करते हैं. अगर हम इस हैंड को अपना इस तरह से रखें कि tip of the fingers indicate the magnetic field, okay, and this thumb indicates the direction of the charge, then this perpendicular on this one, which is z-axis, gives the direction of the force. It means if a charge particle is entering in a magnetic field, then it will experience this much force. अगर उसकी वेलोसिटी 0 हो तो उस पे 0 फोर्स लगेगा. अगर वो पैरेलल और एंटी पैरेलल एंटर कर रहा हो तो उस पे 0 फोर्स लगेगा. अगर वो परपेंडिकुलर एंटर कर रहा हो तो मैक्सिमम फोर्स लगेगा. ठीक है. अब इसके साथ साथ हमने क्या बताया? डायरेक्शन कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड बाय लेफ्ट हैंड रूल, फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड रूल, और राइट हैंड पाम रूल. इन दोनों से हम फोर्स की डायरेक्शन को बताते हैं. कौन से फोर्स की डायरेक्शन को? जो चार्ज पार्टिकल के ऊपर एक्ट होता है. कब एक्ट होता है? जब चार्ज पार्टिकल किसी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के अंदर मूव करता है तो. ओके, नाउ कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. एंड द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज, as we know that F is equal to Q V B sin theta. With the help of this relation, we can define B. इसे B के लिए अगर सोल्व कर लें तो हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? F upon Q V sin theta. अब हम क्या कंसिडर करते हैं, इफ Q is of 1 coulomb, V is 1 meter per second, theta is of 90 degree, that is sin 90 is 1. After applying these values, we got B is equal to F upon 1 into 1 into 1. What it means? B is equal to F. What is the difference between B and F? B is the magnitude of the magnetic field and F is the magnetic force experienced by the charged particle while it is moving. Now we can define the magnitude of the magnetic field is equal to the force experienced by a charged particle of unit charge moving with unit velocity perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Direction of the magnetic field. Okay. एक बार फिर से मैं रिपीट करता हूं, द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज इक्वल टू द फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस्ड बाय द यूनिट चार्ज मूविंग विद यूनिट वेलोसिटी परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। ये मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डेफिनेशन हो गई इन टर्म्स ऑफ एफ की टर्म्स में। अब इसी फार्मूले की हेल्प से वी कैन ऑब्टेन द यूनिट ऑफ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। Though we know the unit of the magnetic field is Tesla, but we are calculating from this relation the unit of the force is Newton and the charge is Coulomb, velocity is meter second raised to the power minus 1. In this way we can write Newton Coulomb minus 1 meter minus 1 and second is the unit of the magnetic field, and it is also termed as Tesla. Now we are calculating the dimension of B. अगर हम B की डायमेंशन को फाइंड आउट करें तो डायमेंशन कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे? B की डायमेंशन को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए वी कैन पुट द डायमेंशन ऑफ F ml t minus 2 is the dimension of F. चार्ज की डायमेंशन निकालने के लिए Q is equal to IT I एम्पियर T टाइम AT हो गया, and the velocity is LT minus 1, and theta is the sin theta dimensional less quantity. अगर हम इसे सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं तो we got M L cancelled और A minus 1 T minus 2. This may be the dimensional formula of the magnetic field. This is the dimensional formula of magnetic field. Okay, in this way we can find the unit of the magnetic field by this relation and the dimensional formula of the magnetic field by the same relation. Now coming to the next case, that is Lorentz force. Lorentz force. What do you mean by the Lorentz force? Actually, while a charged particle is entering in a magnetic field, then it will experience a force which is equal to QVB sin theta. While a charged particle is entering or placed in an electric field, then due to the electric field the charged particle is experiencing a force QE. But we are considering a case in which the charged particle is entering in the presence of the electric as well as the magnetic field both. Yani while the charged particle is entering in electromagnetic field, means electric as well as the magnetic field, then the charged particle will experience the force due to the electric field as well as due to the magnetic field. That is why a charged particle is experiencing a force, and that force is termed as the Lorentz force. मतलब शॉर्टकट में हम ये कह सकते हैं, the force experienced by the charged particle due to electric and magnetic field, due to the presence of electric and magnetic field is known as the Lorentz force. अब हम कंसीडर करते हैं कि सपोज the electric force experienced by charge q due to electric field E, क्या हो जाएगा ये? F इज इक्वल टू F इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से मैंने E सफिक्स में लिखा है, F इज इक्वल टू QE. Similarly, the force experienced by charge while moving through magnetic field B. तो अभी अभी हमने कैलकुलेट करा है Fm इज इक्वल टू क्यू वी क्रॉस बी, हम वेक्टर फॉर्म में ले रहे हैं तो वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखते हैं. यानी अगर कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वजह से फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस करेगा तो वो क्यू होगा. अगर वही चार्ज पार्टिकल किसी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड से पास होते हुए फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस करेगा तो वो क्यू वी क्रॉस बी होगा. Hence net force experienced by charge q, नेट फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस अगर मैं इसे F मान लूं तो किसके इक्वल होगा? डेफिनेशन के अकॉर्डिंग Fe और Fm के सम के इक्वल होगा. यानी कि फोर्स एक्सपीरियंस बाय द चार्ज पार्टिकल ड्यू टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एज वेल एज ड्यू टू द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. इन दिस वे वी कैन राइट F एज, इसकी वैल्यू यहां से रख दीजिएगा, QE प्लस Fm इज QV क्रॉस B. ओके, अब यहां थोड़ा सा ले लेते हैं इसको. F is equal to Q may be taken as the common, it may be written as E plus V cross B. This is the net force experienced by the charged particle in a electromagnetic field, an electric field as well as the magnetic field, and this F is known as Lorentz force. इसे Lorentz force कहते हैं. एक बार फिर से बता देता हूं कि we are considering the charge any charge Q experience a force due to the electric field. चैप्टर नंबर 1 में पढ़ाया हमने. QE due to the magnetic field experiencing this one force. दोनों का सम Lorentz force कहलाता है. We have added them and then we got the relation, and this is the net force which is known as the Lorentz force. Now coming to the next topic. In the next topic, we are considering 3 cases. Means we are going to observe the motion of a charged particle while entering in a magnetic field. यानी जब कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल किसी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में एंटर कर रहा हो तो हम उन केसेस को स्टडी करने वाले हैं. फर्स्ट मे बी कि while the charge particle is entering parallel to the magnetic field. In the second case, the charge particle is entering perpendicular to the magnetic field. In third case, it may entering in the magnetic field by making any arbitrary angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. In these 3 cases, we are going to observe the path followed by the charge particle, the time period if it is required, or the means the path, whether it is a circular path or straight line path or any spiral or helical path. So we are going to observe these all the things. The topic is motion of a charged particle. Motion of a charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. Motion of a charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. Now, as we know, while the charged particle is entering in a magnetic field, then it must experience a force F is equal to QVB sin theta. ये हमें पहले ही पता चल चुका है. Now we are taking the case number 1 when the velocity vector v of charge particle is parallel to the direction of the magnetic field. Parallel to the direction of the magnetic field. यानी चार्ज पार्टिकल कैसे एंटर कर रहा है? पैरेलल. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पैरेलल? कि अगर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की ये डायरेक्शन हो, चार्ज पार्टिकल इज आल्सो एंटरिंग विद द सेम डायरेक्शन. चार्ज पार्टिकल भी इसी डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है. In this case, we can easily identify that theta will be 0. If theta is 0, then we can write F is equal to QVB sin 0. And the sin 0 is 0. Then the charge particle will not experience any force. Now listen. If a charge particle is entering in a magnetic field, and as per our calculation it is not experiencing any force, then what will be the path followed by the charge particle? Charge particle will pass straight along the direction of the magnetic field, parallel to the direction of the magnetic field. It will not deflect, it will not change its path, it will pass undeviated, straight. ये undeviated चला जाएगा क्योंकि इस पर कोई फोर्स ही नहीं लग रहा जो उसको अफेक्ट करे. तो this is the first case. Now coming to the second case, when the velocity vector of the charge particle is not parallel. If it is perpendicular to the magnetic field, ये है second case. तो हमने कंसीडर कर लिया कि सपोज ये है perpendicular uniform magnetic field and we represent the magnitude of the magnetic field, perpendicular magnetic field. Okay. Now, while the charge particle is entering in this field, then it will experience a maximum force, and that force is equal to, the magnetic force is equal to QVB sin 90. As the magnetic field is perpendicular, it is QVB. Now this magnetic force experienced by the charge particle deflects the charge particle sideways, and in this case the particle will follow a circular path. This is a particle, suppose this is following a circular path of radius r, suppose O be the center. यानी कि जो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स है क्या करेगा, इसे साइडवेज पुल करेगा, पुश करेगा चार्ज पार्टिकल को, जिससे चार्ज पार्टिकल कैसा पाथ फॉलो करेगा, सर्कुलर पाथ फॉलो करेगा. इट मींस, व्हाट इट मींस कि मैग्नेटिक फोर्स Fm is equal to Fc, it will provide the centripetal force. अगर मैं m मास चार्ज पार्टिकल का कंसीडर करता हूं तो QVB is equal to mv square upon r के होगा. ये v से ये v कैंसिल करके we can calculate the radius of the path. r is equal to mv upon qb. This is the radius of the path followed by the particle. path कैसा है, सर्कुलर है, रेडियस क्या है, ये है. Now similarly we can calculate the time period. Time period means the time taken by the charge particle in one complete revolution. तो it is equal to distance covered. distance covered किसके बराबर हो जाएगी, circumference of the circuit divided by the speed. तो 2 pi by v remains same. r की वैल्यू यहाँ से पुट कर देता हूँ, mv upon qb. v से v कैंसिल हो गया, तो क्या आंसर आ गया हमारा, 2 pi m upon qb. ये आ गया टाइम पीरियड ऑफ द पार्टिकल while entering perpendicular to the field. इसी की हेल्प से एक फार्मूला है फ्रीक्वेंसी का 1 टाइम पीरियड, यानी अगर इसी का रेसिप्रोकल कर देंगे तो विल गेट द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर द फ्रीक्वेंसी qb upon 2 pi m. This frequency indicates that it does not depend on the radius of the path as well as the velocity of the charge particle. That is why this frequency is known as cyclotron frequency. This frequency is known as the cyclotron frequency of the charged particle.